Alright friends, welcome to our overnight hike in Azerbaijan from the village of Khinaliq to the village of Griz, over 20 kilometers. Stay tuned, we're going to tell you all about our hike. We'll show you maps, we'll tell you transport and how to get to the villages. We stayed at homestays where you have local cuisine. A really special hike because it's Hafsa's first overnight hike. So stay tuned and you'll hear all about it. Okay, step one is getting there. We hired a car, but the roads are a bit hectic, lots of loose rocks, sometimes snow. Alternatively, you can take a taxi or go on an organized group tour.
Welcome to Khinaliq, the highest village in Europe, situated here in Azerbaijan. Beautiful 3,000 meter peaks. There's even some 4,000 meter peaks. We parked our car over here because the roads are bad. And then we walked and we stayed at our local homestay. Nothing luxury about this place, but everything authentic. You spend a night with the local villagers and you can learn their culture. Today we are going to do a hike from village to village. Here is a Kabristan, which is basically a graveyard. There's I think 4 mosques over here, and this village I think is predominantly Sunni. Here is a natural spring. In the mountains you can drink the water. In Baku, no, you need to drink bottled water. Cool map, let me show you the route. We are starting here at Khinaliq and we're gonna hike like 8 k's to Kalatut. Maybe we'll spend the night here. If we're good with time, we'll continue to Griz. Maybe we'll spend the night there or we'll take like a taxi back. So it's nice village to village, some viewpoints, waterfall, caves. Yeah.
Check out the beautiful snow-capped peak mountain range, but also be sure to check out our 3-part series video of Azerbaijan. We have this video as well as a comprehensive guide to Baku dedicated just to the capital city, and our 3rd video is of our road trip touring the countryside. I will attach the links in the comment as well to this video, so be sure to check and watch all 3 of our videos. What you are seeing ahead is the Heydar Aliyev peak, named after the president of Azerbaijan. It's around 3,600 meters above sea level. What I really loved about this viewpoint here was the cool view of the village I stayed at last night, which is Khinaliq village. Because we arrived quite late, we spent the night at this village, but stay tuned because better villages and better views you shall see if you continue watching the video all the way until the end. So I'm just going to zoom in as the final goodbye to Khinaliq and see you at the next village.
Straight ahead, that's a waterfall, and there's even some cool caves over here. The mountain range, that's what you're seeing, is known as the Greater Caucasus Mountain, and we're like almost on the border of Russia. And not too far from here, in a straight line as the eagle flies, is Mount Elbrus, which is the highest peak in Europe. Your first time backpacking in another country, doing possibly a multi-day hike from village to village, staying at rural homestays. Yeah, Fi, we're very proud of you, darling. Yeah. We walked all the way from Khinaliq, and the next stop is this village called Kaladat, which is halfway to where we're going. There's the village down there. And from here we're going to continue to Griz. Interesting fact about Azerbaijan, this region has one of the oldest ethnic groups in the entire country. So now, time to head over to Griz. You got some Griz? That's where we're going. Out to Khinaliq, that's where we came from. 8.2, current elevation, 2,190. So to Griz we have 9.3.
Okay, so we've just left the village of Kaladat behind us. Look at this stunning scenery all around. It's just beautiful. So before we were on the old dirt road. Now it's really cool and beautiful because we're on single track dirt. So it's like a real hike, you know. Spring is supposed to be their peak season, but what they don't tell you is spring for them starts after May. We've been here for almost a week, and it literally rained every single day. This is the first sunny day we've had, and we plotted our whole trip so that we were here in a hiking place for this one day.
Because of the snow and continuous rain, there's a lot of beautiful cascades coming down this canyon. You can see we dropped in elevation, so not too much snow anymore.
A little smelt stream.
Part 2 of the hike from the other village. Single track throughout, no roads. Came all the way down to the river, but now we need to go all the way back up. So we dropped like 300 meters. Now we need to climb another, say 200 meters. Topping out this pass was the toughest, especially while fasting, hiking with a heavy backpack. And we haven't really been eating much because we've been always driving and it's on the go, and we've been eating at like homestays, so the servings are quite limited. So yeah, 5 more k's to go, 2 more hours for iftar. The mountain doesn't get much sun, so there's still some snow. And yeah, can't wait for iftar. Last fast, and what an epic, beautiful fast this is. Wow, look at this frozen waterfall. And we're getting the best of both. You have a frozen fall and a normal waterfall. In winter, it's only a frozen fall. Wow! Look at this. Ice, ice, baby.
There's Dad. Please be careful. But it probably gets deep. You don't have to do it.
Our waterfall, and now we're heading to Griz village and check out these beautiful mountains and a beautiful family. So very cool viewpoint. This is probably the highest point in our Griz part of the hike, and it's just really stunning. Apparently Griz is has the most snow. It's one of the villages that has the most snow in Azerbaijan.
Also, how fun does this rock look to explore? Rock climbing, all these crevices to crawl into. I would love to. As you can see, we're approaching dusk, so not an option. But the hike should take about 7 hours, which is what we took. That's without breaks. I think it would be really nice to take it easy, take some breaks, have some snacks. Obviously we're fasting, it's Ramadan, so snacks weren't an option. But if you start really early, like after sunrise, and you pack a lot of snacks, there are so many like wonderful picnic spots to stop at. And I think it is the most incredible hike to do. If you feel like doing just the waterfall, I do think that there are ladas, taxis that can take you there, or pretty close, and then it's a very short hike. However, if you are up to the 18-kilometer hike, there is a lot of elevation gain. I would highly recommend it. This little pole used to be a marker. A lot of the signs have fallen off.
And we're just entering Griz village now. I will show you more in the morning tomorrow. Well, maybe I'll show you what we're going to eat tonight. We are really hungry.
And here it is for the night, home sweet home. Look how tidy this village is. Cute, neat. I'm excited.
I'll show you what we have on our bread, some soup, butter, I think feta cheese, sugar cubes for the tea, some yogurt, some salad. I'm not sure what that is, but I will let you know. The next day.
So this is our guest house in Griz. It's so beautiful, warm, clean. It's just lovely. We'll show you the outside as well. It's so neat. The guy's a hiking guide, so you're in such good hands.
We stayed in 3 homestays, and this is by far the best. Morning from Griz village. I must say, I actually prefer Griz village over Khinaliq. This is more of a hidden gem. Not many blogs I've seen about this village, but it's so much more neater, more peaceful. Check out the eagle there. And not as many homestays, but the homestay that we stayed at is excellent. Like, wow, so super impressed. I will give you a tour of it when I go back inside. But yeah, we stayed over here, and it's actually like a house dedicated just for guests. So the owners, they live in this double-story house over here, and everything that we ate is organic, as you can tell. They grow everything here themselves. So this village, if I'm not mistaken, has I think 25 houses and 35 families. I think like maybe in one house like this one here, 3 families live, for example, the parents, then the kids get married and they move in with their families. So yeah, and once again, even though it's such a small village, there is an active mosque. So we're gonna go inside this mosque. You can tell it's a mosque. And here's the praying area. Oh look, someone even left their phone over there. We feel quite safe in Azerbaijan. This is the view we woke up from our homestay in Griz. We had a nice wood fire, it's our table where we ate, our bed set up, blankets, another heater, they gave us towels, our kitchen, they fed us as well. So, even came with soap, and a beautiful bathroom with a geyser and a proper shower. And go outside. Beautiful views. Yeah, very, very beautiful village. And I have a feeling it's less accessible by car than Khinaliq. We're having breakfast, and I think for the first time at a homestay, we're getting cake for breakfast as our starter. Maybe because it's Eid. And he knows we celebrate Eid. They also brought us eggs. I'm not sure what this is. I will let you know once I try it. The cake's delicious, and the pot of tea is definitely the highlight. So how you have tea over here is that this is mint tea, so you don't really need sugar, but it's like sugar cubes. You put it in your mouth and then you sip, and then it sweetens like that. And obviously organic feta cheese, the jams, and a lot of homemade bread. I'm sure the cheese they make themselves. I'm sure everything they make themselves. There's like chickens outside. I'm going to summarize the route that we did. First night we spent at Khinaliq. Khinaliq has quite a lot of mosques, probably the biggest village. Then I hiked to the viewpoint of Khinaliq, which you saw in the video. Then we started our hike on the yellow trail, which is on a old dirt road. So it's quite easy to this village over here. You do have the option to stay at a homestay, however we continued. Now this red route is the most scenic part. You're no more hiking on a dirt track, but you're hiking on a proper hiking trail, single track. Beautiful viewpoints, as you can see, water sources, and we hiked all the way here. Oh, there's a waterfall, the frozen one that you saw, and then we came to Griz and we spent the night at Griz. Now you can even continue it all the way to Grizdenha. So the beautiful thing about this hike over here is that you don't need to carry a tent or anything. You don't need to carry food because you just stay at the homestays.
So as you can see, we caught a Lada taxi back to Khinaliq at the end of our hike. It's just so we could do a loop. We also got to see the road is at a higher elevation than the hike, so we got to see a different view. We couldn't have driven to this point because the road is all snowed up, as you can see. So you could, in better weather, drive to the village, but the real beauty is, of course, in the hike itself. Also, to drive to these villages, you always need to check on seasonality. As you can see, peak winter, you might have snowy roads. The hike is also not possible in winter the way we did it, because you'd need different gear to hike in snow. The wonderful thing about most of these homestays is that they're often run by locals who are also mountain guides, so they can give you information on the condition of the trail. However, there is usually a language barrier, so Google Translate is your best friend. You could also do this hike over 2 nights instead of 1, the way we did it. And then you'd start at Khinaliq. You could spend the first night at Khudat, which is like a great halfway point, and then your last night at Griz. I think this would actually be quite nice, and then a lot less distance, a lot less strenuous overall. For us, the weather worked out well to do it in one night, and also Hafsa was enjoying the hike, so we continued. So yeah, this was a really special hike for us. It was also my first major hike postpartum, and fasting and all of it, breastfeeding. But honestly, it was such a blast. I had the best time. Hafsa had the best time, which I truly was not expecting. So I guess our baby carrier rocks. It's a local brand from South Africa called Baba, and she loved it. If you guys hike with your babies, let us know which was your favorite hike with your baby, or rather, let us know which was your first hike with your baby. And if it was a good choice and why. And if you haven't, but you look forward to hiking with your family, let us know what questions you have, and maybe we can address them for you in the future. And of course, if you have any questions about this hike in particular, let us know at the bottom, and we'll get back to you.